Alright, welcome back to DNS. This time we are in Bahrain for round number 2 of the 2018 season. As you can see here, we're being wheeled into the garage. I have no footage of my qualifying, basically, apart from this, because of, shall we say, troubles. Turned into internet troubles, shall we say. So, anyway, all you need to know is I just had time on the softs banker. Then set a second lap, went a bit quicker, and was sitting in a current P3 or so when the the run was over. So I had planned out to see how that would take me, and then see about run on the ultra soft, or the super soft, excuse me. So that's why I was thinking. So that was the plan, but unfortunately plans change, and plans change for the worst when I started having issues. I've just moved apartments recently, and my flipping internet's still not here. So it's taken absolutely forever. But the upshot is I'm using data. I have to use data. So, anyways, I got this text from the party, and I may have to leave and try again and such. And I got back in, but I didn't get in time to get another super soft run in. So I'm starting 6th. So with the pole time what it was, I knew I could have easily been on pole position. Just putting that out there. But anyways, we're going to do the one stop and see how we get on. I think it is the quickest strategy around personally, but you have to try for yourself because it is quite close between the 1 and the 2 stop I have found. Anyway, starting from 6th, see how this goes. Hope I don't disconnect, and it's a lights out. And I'm very tense. Honestly, I was taking this so tentative because I knew of the lag and the such, and you can see right here, for instance, like I was just instantly off of it. And look how easy I take it through turn 1 and then turn 2. Just have to be so careful. We get Sasha around the outside, and he actually gets, or the inside rather, and he gets back. Just a bit more drag up the hill. I've got a hot lap on, I'm going to turn that down. Try for a lunge on Sasha, RWE, nothing doing. He's able to hang around the outside, keep the position. Nova West is now behind me in 7th, and he's on the soft, so I'm thinking that's who I'm racing today. Really, everyone else is on the super soft tyre above me. And yeah, see how we get on. Going to run deep into this first stint and then put on the mediums to go to the end. The guys on super soft, I'm not sure if they decided to do, some did 2 stops, some did 1. It was all their personal preference really. Anyways, we're just going to stick with this first lap though, just for a bit longer. We're not going to change position much. We kind of just, I'm using rich for the first 2 laps in the high, but really these softs will be a bit slower than the supers, but then come a few laps, then they should come into their own. Trench will have an off here. He's going to go up on the curb, the death curb of Bahrain, and there he goes. That's unfortunate for me. He made a lightning start. So we move up to P5 then, and that's where we settle. Just settling in for the race really. Just basically kind of waiting for these tyres to come good. Just kind of maybe saving a bit here and there. But you can see in our lap 4 that there's a bit of lag. You can see, and that's where things stand. We're just kind of where we are at this point in the race. We're just kind of waiting to see what's kind of happening with the tyres and just being patient. You can see Nova West is a little bit behind me still, so that's where this part of the race is. But now at 5 it's time to up the ante a bit. It's time to kind of press this advantage now. These softs begin to come good against these supers. So I actually wanted to save a bit of fuel though, because like I'm not ready for an overtake yet. Still going to lean and medium, but you're going to see here on the brake, I brake very early, and yeah, there we go. So I definitely think that was lag. I have to say, definitely think it's just not something I do. You know, I don't run into the back of people's wings normally like that, and I do think it was lag. So, anyways, there's our front wing gone, and so obviously that's going to put us in a massive disadvantage for the rest of the stint, obviously, and then the rest of this race, because that has to be fixed. I can't, wing damage around Bahrain is not something you could really contend with, but that's the upshot. And now we've got Nova West behind us, and I'm thinking, how much do I really want to fight this? I can't really keep this position. What can I do really? I got to send this to lap 10 or so. Instead of lap 11 or 12 or something, and then see how he got on. But the back shot is now Nova West is going to be, this part of the track is going to absolutely kill me. And I try leave space, I understeer, have to shift down off the throttle, get a warning for that, and then Nova West pops on through into P5. So this was really crippling at this point in my race. Like, it was the pace deficit now with the wing, and now the 7 or so seconds added on top now for an extra pit stop meant it was going to be very hard to get a good result here. So, but we gotta try, right? We gotta try. There's a couple of people who come into the pits now to ditch those super softs, including my teammate. But there you go, massive blow for this race. Lap 10, I've extended this as long as I could, but it's going to be tough. And then you can see Caesar there behind. He had a spin on lap 1, and he's behind me on the softs. And I'm thinking, great, I'm going to possibly lose a position to him now as well with this wing change. So, but it had to be done. Like, this wing change had to happen. Bahrain's will have high-speed corners. You can't get away with the wing damage here. It's too costly. So off it comes, and on goes the new wing medium tires to run till the end. Got to engage the clutch, man. There you go. So here you go. Then we've got Joe, and we've got I'm not too sure who that is in the Ferrari coming down the main straight.
Look after these tires now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Here we go then, out the pits. I actually can't remember who it is. Not too sure who it is actually. Could be RWE actually, not too sure. But anyway, it doesn't matter who it was. If we get in front of Joe, which is big, they want to merge into traffic and merge into possibly more lag in terms of me going behind. So anyway, I guess actually I don't know who it is. But anyways, we're in P9 and we've made our last stop. And now let's see what these mediums can do. I've got a new wing. The pace on these can be decent. Let's have a go. You can see though, lap 12, Caesar pitted, it just came out in front. Joe is out of the race and a VSC has been deployed. So use the opportunity to save tires, save ERS, save fuel, all at once. And there you go. And there that lap, green light. We can go racing once again. So I'm going to try and set up after Caesar, but I know it's going to be difficult to pass him with my lag and sometimes his lag. You know, it's going to be difficult, but I'm going to have to try because that's who I'm fighting for, and it could be for a podium, could be for 4th, could be for any position really. So that's where our battle now is today, is with Caesar, and that's really about it then. So anyways, coming on to the back straight then, or the main straight rather. Get a really good run out of the last corner. I'm thinking, okay, maybe I could try and get an overtake right away. So put into overtake, one of the few times you actually do it. You can see purple sector 3, gain a lot of ground on him. He's going to go defensive and move over to the racing line. He kind of moves back over a bit, which is a little dodgy, but I think it could have been lag. Very slow to exit out of that corner as well, looking at to run to the back of him. But we remain in P7 for the time being. Lap 16, some of the guys, there are some guys who pitted now onto the second for their second stops, and you can see still trying to, we're just sitting back for the time being, just sitting back. There's another warning there, which don't have anything to blame really there for myself. I'm just kind of sitting back in standard, kind of saving a bit of fuel as well and lean through some corners. But now, again, we're a long way back from Caesar, but we're going down the main straight. We're using rich, we're using high. I've decided it's time to make a gamble. He's gone defensive very, very early. We're back across, and now broken very, 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 very early. Not even accelerated out of that corner, and yeah, I've damaged my wing again. So I couldn't believe it now at this stage. I couldn't believe it 2 times in this race. That shit has happened, and that does not happen to me. That does not happen for me. I'm not. You know, I'm better than that to run into the back of someone twice in one race. So it was definitely lag, but unfortunately now behind me now is the likes of Mercandies, Trench and Not on pole. We've all done 2 stops. They're 11 seconds behind on the fresh tyres with full wings, I'm assuming. So I'm in serious trouble now for lap 23. You see Caesar is gone. 6.9 seconds now is the gap between myself and Mercandies. I didn't make a note of the gap between Nova as well, but like obviously Nova just drove away from me earlier once I got that wing damage. Like, it was game over. Nothing I could really do at that stage. But here we go, we're getting close to the end of the race now. Lap 27, the gap is just under 3 seconds. I think I put in some really good times, like considering my wing damage. Like I thought I put in some absolutely top-notch times, but the game is going to punish me here as I run wide and pick up a time penalty. So I'm thinking, oh no. After thinking I did enough to secure 4th, I've gone and done that, and that's really unfortunate because the game, I've loads of people, and I've done it as well. They've gone out all across that line, and nothing's been given. And you'll see an example of it later on. But it's really frustrating. That was my third warning as well. That was the only other warning I had. Like those 3 warnings that you saw were the only ones I had. So that was the penalty in the end. Though, like at the last warning. Look at that. I mean, I did that and not get a penalty. You know. So, alas, that's how it goes. And I was just praying that Not On Pole and Mercandies had penalties. But I'm going to fall short. I've sent the first one in. I've sent a couple of them in, I think, to the stewards to see if they can get a warning removed and hence a time penalty. But I really don't know how it's going to go. But at the moment at P6, massively frustrating, like absolutely. Oh, between the internet, qualifying, the race itself, just a massively disappointing race. I was furious, absolutely furious. Because they look at like Nova West won, congratulations to him. You know, I was in front of Nova West at one point. You know, it was quite comfortable, and yeah, wing damage happened, and then not much I could do really from there. So the race win, I think, definitely was in reach today, but unfortunately, between qualifying, between the wing damage twice, sadly, not much I could really do about it. So, but congrats to Nova West winning his first race in DNS. That's cool. Carl, good podium from him and Caesar, and then good recovery from Caesar, actually having to have that spin on lap 1. So fair play to them. I just wish, I was really disappointed. I really thought I could dig something out heading into this one. I was confident of a win, and unfortunately external forces have intervened, and it is no bueno. That's actually my worst result in DNS, probably since Silverstone, to be honest. Maybe Singapore. But I started watching this, and then I realised I can't be arsed watching this. So why am I watching this? I don't care. Get me out of here. I'm sick of this race. I'm done. So I think that's part of the reason why I want to wait till today to actually record this. But there we go. Back into the lobby, get some nice chunk of experience for our absolute shit experience. I appreciate that. But anyways, there you go. Again, I'm going to look straight away at the incidents and the track extensions. You can see there, just the 3. Yeah, massively frustrating. But anyways, that's going to do it from round number 2 of Bahrain of DNS. Next up, it's China. Not too sure how I feel about that one, but so the more running I'll get into it, the more we'll find out. Anyways, massively disappointing. Race win definitely was there today, and sadly, it has forsaken me. But well done to the other guys who finished on top, though. Fair play. So anyways, that's it. Until next time, later.